Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the Joytoy Corvus Belli Infinity Tankhunter Regiment number 1. This is a 1/18 scale action figure and looks pretty awesome. The only thing that's not awesome about this figure are the prices. These figures average around $38 to $40. Now there's 4 of these guys in this set. This is number 1. They've been out for a little bit. I've been trying to get these guys at a better price, so got mine on Amazon. This one here, it was $34.99, and then they had a $10 off coupon, which made it $24.99 plus tax. So $25 plus tax. Yeah, I'll take that over $38 or $40. So look around, try to get these guys at a good price if you're interested in it. But that was my experience. So for all you package collectors, here is the front of the box. Looks pretty good. There's the back of the box for product images, copyright statement. Top of the box. Bottom of the box. There's the side of the box. And the other side of the box. Alright, with that being said, let's take a look at the figure. Okay, here is also the packaging. This is a nameless character. So if you want and have the ability to, you can army build these guys. You can call them what you want. Add him to whatever team you have. Any brand you have. So they are very nice figures. The quality is there. The joints are really nice. You got them in their hand. They're solid figures. You can tell they're well made. And obviously, because of Joytoy making these now, they got a pretty good track record from when they first started. Okay, here's the figure. It looks pretty good. He has like a baklava mask on. A couple little silver devices there on his cheeks. Maybe some kind of air filter device. I'm not totally sure. We have the goggles attached to the top of the head. They are not removable. They are sculpted on. So that's good. So they're not going to fall off and drive you crazy. But the sculpt on the helmet's really nice also, with the black strap for the goggles. Looks really good. Moving down to the lower chest area, he has some pretty heavy armor because he is a tank hunter. I'm going to use mine once I get all 4 of them to enhance my G.I.JOEs. So he'll be hunting down his tanks. And sometime in this video, we're going to take a look at him in comparison with his tanks. So look forward to that. He has some large pouches here on the front with the silver and brown straps pieces. It's pretty good. Now this is what I'm always talking about, like Joytoy. I don't know why for any other toy line like G.I.JOE Classified, or let alone the 1/18 scale, why we don't have working backpacks. See, they have this strap with the little pouches on, very nice, and it's a working backpack. You can take this off if you like. It's also pegged into his back, but it gives you that very nice illusion that you have a real backpack. Speaking of the backpack, look at the detailing in this backpack. He has the connectors there, nice brown, the black wash to bring out all that sculpting. With the zippers painted silver, pretty decent. And is accommodated with these 2 pouches on his belt, which is removable and they move. They're just pegged in. Same overall aesthetic, but they have a silver handle on them, and you get 2 of those. Now the pauldrons here on the shoulders are pretty cool. We have the red design here with the insignia there. That looks pretty good if we can focus. Very nice. This pauldron also has the same red pieces. Now it's like a 3D layer sculpt there, so it does not have the insignia. The lower arms are pretty cool. We have like down the bicep, we have underneath this pauldron, we have more armor. And then the hands look very nice. Black gloves, studded, silver on the top of the hand. Some kind of watch device here. And then we have the silver gauntlets. That's very nicely sculpted. Very cool. Then we have this gauntlet, which is totally different from the other one. It's fantastic. It's how he comes out of the packaging. He has a thigh pad here with brown straps, green gun holster, some couple of silver studs throughout, and a pistol already inserted. Black knee pads are pretty big for protection. Not totally sure where we're coming with this light green here. It's kind of off-putting to me, but not sure why that is. I guess that's the design of the character. Then we have these heavy combat boots. Very nicely painted. You have the laces, the silver connectors. Pretty cool. They're like dark brown with like I have a black wash over them, so they're pretty cool. So overall, this is a fantastic figure. Quality is there. I definitely can feel it. Let's take a quick look at him. I'll show you some of the highlights. A little bit of red there. Like I said, I'm still trying to track down the other three. I mean, they're not hard to find. You can get them. It's just I am trying to get them at a reasonable price. I mean, geez, $40 for 1/18 scale figures. This is just getting crazy. I mean, the Joytoy Warhammer figures are just terrible in prices, but you can get them if you look around. And then obviously if you wait a little bit, and most people being a reviewer, they want to try to get it early so you can get the reviews up for everybody. But it's like sometimes you just can't do that. I mean, especially if you're like me, you're working, you buy your own toys, you're not getting nothing for free. You got to get the best budget, the most out of your money if you're trying to collect, multiple lines. I think most of us right now are trying to collect, or are collecting more than one line. You're starting G.I.JOE, Joytoy, Star Wars, Marvel Legends, whatnot. So let me know in the comments if you do collect multiple lines or not. That'd be really cool. I'd like to hear what you guys collect. So let's go and take a look at his articulation. For the head, let's take the range. Wow, he can look pretty good down. You can tuck his chin down for protection. Not too much back though. I have some side to side. Nice range of motion. 360 all the way around. And then we have the arms, which rotate 360. There's a lot going on. You got the straps. You got the shoulder pads. If you remove some of this gear, I'm pretty sure that comes off because there's a strap there. You're going to increase your range of motion. There's a 360 elbow joint rotation. We have a single jointed elbow. The hands rotate around 360. And these are the newer styles, so they're in and out, up and down also. So like I said, more gear, less range of motion, but if you remove it, you probably will get definitely an improvement. Not sure what's going on with the chest. I have no desire to take this guy apart, so I'll leave any of the articulation in the chest for you guys to discover if you decide to buy these. I'll see what I can find for you though. Rotation here, the waist, back and forth a little bit. But other than that, it must be hidden under the vest for the most part. You can split his legs pretty good. That way. Can he sit? Because of this piece, the vest is that again is hindering the range. But he has articulation. It's just the range of motion. He has thigh cuts. There's 360 if that's what you so desire. He has double jointed knees, which is great. The feet do pivot down, do pivot up, and toe articulation works perfect. As you can see there, so holes in his feet for stands. And then I don't think he has any other besides the thigh rotation. I mean, you have that thing around the kind of that rocker kind of rotation around. They give you that idea. If you can get, that sideways stance. So standard articulation anymore for Joytoy, you do get a lot for articulation. So just understand you got to have a little bit of common sense to where if you're looking for large ranges, you can't have all that gear hindering the figure. Overall, my thoughts on it, he's a fantastic figure. He looks amazing. His accessories even look crazy. And speaking of those, let's take a look at them. So first up, we do have his assault rifle. It's kind of very unique because it's first look at, you're like, is that an assault rifle? Is that a sniper rifle? So Nice design. Has a scope, stock. You have a silver, very large magazine. That could be like a 50 caliber type of weapon. What really comes to my notice is that we kind of have this piece here. This kind of looks like a very large silencer. It's like they cut off the barrel, popped on a silencer. Just kind of look how it bevels down into the weapon there. You have his cylinder here. So I'm not sure what's going on, if this is actually a silenced weapon or if it's just the way the overall design is. It's very unique, one of a kind. I've never seen nothing like this before in any of my action figures. So, like I said before, Joytoy has those one of a kind accessories you're not going to get anywhere else. Now, he can hold this weapon quite well. Even with all this gear on, I appreciate the range of motion just for let alone for all the stuff that's going on. His hands are pretty nicely toleranced. He has a trigger finger for the trigger guard there. Just gotta, it's hard to do it for the camera sometimes. There we go. And you can see that he can pick up his weapon in like this kind of position here, if you so desire that. Basically just looking at the range of motion here, because he has the single joint elbow with the wrist articulation. And then he has the ability to bring it down kind of like that. Looks pretty good. That's a nice weapon. It is a perfect size in my opinion. It's not undersized. He looks good. And you can definitely get that stock up against his arm there. And then if you really want to work with it, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. You can bring the other hand over, give him that appearance. But I just trying to hurry here because we don't want the video too long. But it's a very nice looking weapon. And also, one thing you're probably wondering, with all the gummy craziness going on in many of our lines anymore, especially with Hasbro, this is a solid gun. There's no flexing. It's straight. It's a solid piece. And you can hear that when I drop it. It's not rubber. It's plastic. So it's going to last you a long time. One of the main attractions that caught my eye for this, he is a Tankhunter, and how can you be Tankhunter without this amazing looking rocket launcher? And it's black. Oh my, it's black. So that's very cool to begin with. I love the overall sculpt and design of this thing. Looks insane. But you got this very cool looking arrow. These little nuances like this, it makes your accessories just crazy. Little arrow like at the business end, pointing to the business end. I love the handle here. On the front we do have some silver, maybe like a tracking device, with a scope maybe. And they made an attempt to bevel in the rocket launcher, so kind of give you that open-ended business end. But then obviously, because it's a sculpt, you're going to have some connector points there somewhere to mount the two pieces together. And because it's black, it kind of does the appeal. Got the little silver handle on the back. I like how this is done. It's like a rail system. Maybe we can add other things to it. The back, the exhaust, the rear of it is done in silver. Doesn't open. Nothing moves on a rocket launcher. There's no articulation. And on this side, you have the arrow and a little bit of silver there. A little bit of paint goes a long way. But what's overall nice about this is the way he holds it. I mean, even again, surprised me because of how bulky he is. And you need him to be bulky because he's a tank hunter. I mean, he's a human going up against a tank. So you need protection. And he can hold this thing like a champ. If I can get it in there. Let's see here. I was playing with him a little bit earlier before I did the review just to see how well he was. And oh, I see what's going on. Smashing his thumb. Stop smashing his thumb, dude. Seriously. And you can see that he can hold that really nice once you stop smashing his thumb. That looks really cool. It lays on his shoulder where it's supposed to be. It looks sick. And then if you really play with this guy, take the time, bend the elbow, use the wrist articulation, you can get that set up to look very nice. He is looking down that optics and he is on point. and your butt's grass if you're in a tank. Very, very cool. I cannot wait to find the other ones at a better price. They come with some very unique weapons that's going to enhance my my tank destroyer team here. I mean, you could make these guys, your Joes, your Cobras, and your just general military figures. Most of the time with my military figures, I just enhance my playability, because most of my collection revolves around my G.I.JOEs. That's applicable, obviously, but look at that. That's sick. Very, very cool. And then he can hold it, down like this. Very nice piece. And as you can see here, for once the product images are true, you can get the position that the figure is actually holding the weapon, because there it is. Now, it comes with some alternate hands. Obviously, you could probably play around with his weapons, like I said, to get him in a better position. He has a fist hand. He has a more of a cupping type of hand. 1/18 scale cupping hand. That's pretty cool. And then he has a trigger hand for the alternate arm. So yeah, so there he is. You don't get, what we didn't do before I finish, I forgot about it. I'm so excited for have this figure at a relatively decent price. Going on by say standards of figures and companies. He does have a pistol. I love the weapons on this guy. Here's his pistol. Very unique. It's like a black gun with a gunmetal washover, very heavy. You can see this magazine with a curved handle. That's pretty cool. Kind of a sick little design there. I don't know even if he holds this. He has to, right? Because I have him play with the pistol. Oh yeah, there he is. Whoop. I'm telling you what, you play with 1/18 scale figures all your life, then you get in 1/12 scale figures, and you don't touch your 1/18 scale figures, you go back to them, it's like it's like night and day sometimes. You can hold it really nicely, as you can see. Just once he destroys the tank, he's going to take care of the crew, or if they happen to get out. So he has a sidearm in his rifle. It's pretty nice. Yeah, highly recommend these guys. So since you guys hang out this long, I'll go ahead and whip out one of my his tanks. I think one I have right now with me is my Megatron crossover G.I.JOE his tank. But it is 1/18 scale. It is basically a his tank with a Megatron's weapon on the top. So it'll still do the deal because it's the same tank. I basically don't even use it for Megatron. I like using it as like a heavy weapons type of his tank with to accommodate my other his tanks, because all of them had the same twin blasters on them. First off, this how he compares. See how well he scales with the 1/18 scale his tanks. Look pretty crazy. His tank destroyer. There he is, ready to destroy Cobra's his tank army. Looks pretty awesome. And if you so desire to make him a Cobra Trooper, he can fit in his tank. Now, he's a little bulky. You got to take off that backpack so you can get down in there. But even with that gear in there, he fits relatively decently. You can see how well the weapons go with the black his tanks. Pretty cool if you wanted to, do that. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Best I can tell you is I recommend these figures. I just don't recommend them at 40 bucks. I don't know what figures was 40 bucks anymore. These are nice figures. I mean, they're good quality. There's no saying anything bad about them. They're very nice. I don't have anything bad to say. It's just the price is the bad part. So if you're on a budget and you're trying to get the most out of your money, look around, check on Amazon, check on there's China websites. They're not very much off. I mean, like I said, $38. Sometimes you can get them in 2 together. I think I seen one time for 69, and they get $10 off. So I brought them down to like $30 and some change. So I mean, if you can get them around 25, 30 to today's standards, that's probably a good price. If you get away from that $38 to $40 price tag, you know, that's so high. So, but it's up to you. Obviously, it's your money. Everybody's pockets are, you know, deeper than others or whatever. But I do recommend it. The point here is to, you know, if you do enjoy military figures, these are definitely worth adding to your collection at whatever price point you want to pay. So without that being said, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you in our next review.